Good day everyone, my name is Armada Embalalis from BTBT GFD2B. In this video, we will be discussing our assigned topic, which is the Module 13, Bruner's theory. I'll be the first to report on my part, and I'll be explaining who is Jerome Bruner is and his theory. So Jerome Bruner was a pioneering figure in constructivist psychology. He believed that learning is an active process where learners construct new ideas or concepts based on their current and past knowledge. This perspective contrasts with traditional views of education where learners are seen as passive recipients of information. So, constructivism. Constructivism is a belief about how we understand knowledge. It focuses on how people come to know things. Learning is an active process where learners build new ideas based on what they already know. So, are the main concept of Bruner's. First is representation. This is how we store and understand information in our minds. Brunner identified three stages. First is an active action base, learning through doing. Example, a child learns about gravity by dropping toys and observing what happens. Second is the iconic, image-based, learning through visualizing. Example, a student understands fractions by looking at a pie chart. And the last is symbolic, language-based, learning through abstract symbols like words and numbers. Example, understanding the concept of democracy by reading about it in a textbook. So let's proceed to Inspire Curriculum. Inspire Curriculum, this involves revisiting topics at different times, each time with increasing complexity. Example, in elementary school, students learn basic addition and subtraction. In middle school, they revisit these concepts with algebra using variables. In high school, they apply these skills to calculus and other advanced math topics. It means Aspire curriculum in mathematics might start with basic arithmetic in elementary school. Progress to algebra Progress in algebra in middle school, and then to calculus in high school. Each stage builds upon the previous one, allowing students to develop a more sophisticated understanding of mathematical principles. Bruner's emphasis on active learning and the Aspire curriculum has had a lasting impact on educational practices worldwide, encouraging educators to create learning experiences that are both engaging and developmentally appropriate.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. I'm Alina M. Taraji from BTVTED GFD2B. My topic is discovery learning in the Bruner's Constructivist theory. Discovery learning refers to obtaining knowledge for oneself. The teacher plans and arranges activities in such a way that students search, manipulate, explore, and investigate. Discovery learning is a hands-on, inquiry-based approach where students learn through exploration and experimentation rather than direct instruction. Bruner's 1966 states that a theory of instruction should address four major aspects. The first one is the predisposition to learn. He introduced the ideas of readiness to learning because the teaching method must be adapted to suit the child's cognitive abilities, how they think and understand. Kids are always ready to learn, something it's up to the teachers to teach depending on the kid's age and how their brain works. The idea that individuals, especially children, have inherent natural tendency to want to learn and explore the world around them. It's not just being able to learn, but also about being motivated and curious. The second one is the structure of knowledge, the ways in which a body of knowledge can be structured so that it can be most readily guessed by the learner. Means it is the way knowledge is organized so that it can be easily understood and remembered by learners. It involves arranging information in clear and logical ways so learners can quickly grasp the main ideas and how they relate to each other. Example, the basic addition. The students are not just memorizing the facts, they are understanding the underlying concepts, seeing how they relate to each other, and applying that knowledge to real-world situations. The third one is the effective sequencing. Presenting of lesson in increasing difficulties means the effective sequencing, presenting lessons in a way that gradually increases in difficulty. It's about carefully arranging the content so that learners can build upon what they already know, step by step, leading to a deeper understanding. For example, writing a paragraph, you should teach your students by starting teaching how to generate ideas for their paragraph. Using techniques like brainstorming, by sequencing the lessons, the students can build their skills in writing a paragraph from generating ideas to revising and editing their work. The last one is the reinforcement. Rewards and punishments. Rewards, these are positive consequences that are given to encourage desired behaviors or learning outcomes. Punishments, these are negative consequences that are given to discourage undesired behaviors or learning outcomes. Means reinforcement is about using rewards to encourage good behavior and using punishments to discourage bad behavior. For example, positive reinforcement. If your student got a highest score in the midterm exam and then you give her a prize to be able, she become a motivated to do it again and strive hard. The negative reinforcement is removing something unpleasant to increase a behavior. Example, exempting from a quiz. Students who consistently demonstrate mastery of the material are exempt from a quiz.
Good day everyone. I am Sumaya H. Talanghati from BTBTED GFD2B. Now, I will tackle about categorization. Categorization, Brunner believed that perception, conceptualization, learning, decision-making, and making inferences all involve categorization. Brunner believed that categorization is at the center of how human thinks. This means that our brain groups things into categories so we can understand, learn, and make decisions more easily. Brunner said that many mental processes use categorization. The first one is perception, how we see or notice things. Like when we look at something, our brain quickly put it into a category so we can recognize it. Like for example, is you see a four-legged animal barking. Your brain categorizes it as a dog, even if you've never seen that exact dog before. The second one is conceptualization, forming ideas or concept. Like we form concept by grouping similar things together. Like for example is you learn the concept of fruits by grouping apples, banana, and mangoes together because they share similar features. Sweet, edible, grows on trees. The third one is learning. Learning become easier when new information can be categorized. Like for example, in school, when learning fabric, students group fabrics into natural and synthetic. For natural is cotton and silk, synthetic is neon and polyester. This make it easier to remember. The fourth one is decision making. Decision making, we make decision by choosing between categories. Like for example, you want to buy a shirt. You categorize option like comfortable fabric like cotton or cheaper fabrics polyester. Then you choose based on the category that fits what you need. The last one is making inferences, drawing conclusions. Like we use categories to guess or conclude something even without complete information. Like for example, is you see a person wearing a chef uniform. You infer or guess that this person works in a kitchen or restaurant because they fit the category of chef. Next is identity categories. Include objects based on their attributes or features. The second one is equivalent categories. Provides rules for combining categories. The last one is coding system. Serves to recognize sensory input. Identity categories. Like we group things because they look at the same or have similar features. Like for example, putting all red fruits together and grouping round object like a ball and a coin. The second one is equivalent categories. We combine different groups using a rule or purpose. Like for example, rice, chicken, and vegetable. Group as a meal. Triangle and square. Group as a shape with equal sides. The last one is coding system. Coding system is our brain uses clues to recognize and label what we see, hear, or touch. Like for example, saying four legs is dog. Like traffic light, colors. Red is for stop. Yellow is for slow down. Green is for go.